today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos taking on Davis Mills and the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one... Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Desmond King back deep. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 19 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
How best to describe that? Down on Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Nico Collins with the Houston first down, something he did 22 times as a rookie for the Texans. Back here as a starter, hopes that last year's 446 yards are just the floor of what he can do.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A give, running right is Mack. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Second and 5 now. Mills. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Mills. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Here's Mills. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on first and goal.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? This to the outside for Mack. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Now Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing, Mills.
And that's complete to Cooks. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Off the play fake, Mills.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
To throw, Mills.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third down, Wilson. Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston set to take over. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mills to throw it. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DJ Jones gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd down, Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. after one. 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll give the Broncos a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First down, Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. On 2nd and 7, Mills dumps this one off to Mack.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quad Williams. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. This defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
Over the middle, Dorsett.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mack going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Texans are able to move back in front.
And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. There's Wilson to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jerry Hughes. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mills, he's letting it fly for Cooks, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big pickup of 38. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Mills now.
Man open. That's Chester Rogers.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. Mills. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Mack again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Denver's offense now set to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And going right back to Hamler. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the delay, here's Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll try to run with Hunt. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And this time he is in. Yes. Kareem Hunt, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
McManus's point after is good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Mills on 3rd and 2. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Mills now from the 50.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this is going to remain a 1-point game. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Mills. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mills. Cooks on the quick slant. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll go with Mack here up the middle. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Mills.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A run up the middle with Mack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Mills. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Texans have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Mills going to throw for it.
And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
At their own 26. Now Wilson. Flush to his right.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Again, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andrew Beck taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 21. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Davis Mills and his Texans offense get set for another possession. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
From the gun, here's Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. On the give, this is Mack. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mills.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Mills to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Denver getting set to take the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. To throw is Wilson.
Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On the handoff, it's Mack. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
And that's complete to Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping him.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills throwing the out route and complete. That's Jordan.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And that is incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he's got this down to the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now Wilson on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion, just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And here comes the Texans now. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. First down, Mills. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mills. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Mills on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. He gets it to Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Now Mills. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flag for that one. That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. This a give to Mack running to the right. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it'll be Mack. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, big man with ball meant bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Wilson to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And out of bounds right around the 20.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. On third down, here's Williams. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. This to the outside for Mack. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw is Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 39, Mills.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Randy Gregory in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Denver's offense now set to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run again with Hunt. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Brandon Cooks trots back onto the field with the rest of this Texan offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Mills now looks to throw on first down. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Mills now from the 50. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Denver, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener.